See, y'all think y'all slick. Y'all really think y'all slick. See, y'all want me to get on here and spaz out. Y'all really do. Y'all want me to get on here and blow up and rant and rave. Y'all want, that's what y'all want me to do. That's what y'all want me to do. I'm not about to give y'all the satisfaction. I'm not about to allow. I'm not about to allow it. I'm not about to do it. Nope. Nope. I'm not about to give y'all satisfaction there. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're gonna talk some basketball. Orlando Magic basketball. We're gonna break down and recap the Orlando Magic free agency period. What the Magic have done, what the Magic have not done, who the Magic signed, who the Magic should have signed, who the Magic shouldn't have signed, and all the other things. And how does this affect the Magic going forward, not only this season, but for years to come, especially in the Eastern Conference. Now, before the free agency period started, the Orlando Magic had two unrestricted free agents, two big names for the Orlando Magic at the very least, and that's Nikola Vucevic, Terrence Ross. And the Orlando Magic have brought back Nikola Vucevic and Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross to sign of 4 years, $54 million, which spends out around like $13 million per. And also Nikola Vucevic, who was on Friday was reported to get 4 years, $90 million, but he ended up signing for 4 years, $100 million, which goes out to $25 million per. And they also brought back Markelle Fultz, which is a good sign. And also got the forward from Portland, Al. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name because I'm going to botch it. So I'm just calling him Al. We're going to just call him Al from Portland. So, but we're going to talk about the two that were the biggest, the two that the fans were the two biggest lightning rods that the fans were talking about, which is T-Ross and also Nikola. Because like I said in my last video, that this is probably the most split I've ever seen any team that I've ever covered fan base be over one decision. I've seen splits over a whole bunch of decisions before, but every person is back and forth on message boards, on all the other sites, comments and everything like that. My comment sections in my videos, everything. Over not to sign Nikola, or we should keep Nikola. Then once the signing goes down, it's gotten even worse. It's gotten even more amped up and ramped up. And we're going to talk about this because y'all watch my channel. Y'all seen where I've been on the side of the fence for the longest. Since the beginning of the season, I was driving the train of trading Nikola to find some point guard. I was on that train back in October, especially after drafting Mo Bamba. That's really what drove it home. So we're going to talk about why I do believe that this was a mistake by the Magic to sign Nikola. Because I've talked about it in my last one, and I've talked about it in another video before, and in comments we talked about the whole playoff blunders. We talked about that. We talked about how he only averaged 11 points against Toronto, who were okay, cool, the eventual champions, whatever. We're gonna put that to the side because that's only half the reason. That's only half the reason, half the battle why I have an issue with this signing. Because let the truth be told, I'm gonna speak real now. Like I told you last time, I'm gonna speak real. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Let the truth be told, if this was any other season, probably signing Nikola would have been no-brainer. If this was any other season, if this was any other free agency class, if this was any other situation, I'm probably, we gotta keep Nikola. Probably. I'm not gonna say full-fledged, but probably. One of the biggest reasons why this was not the year, because our biggest need, with or without Nikola, is guard play. Point guard, shooting guard. My personal opinion, I think it's the point. But I definitely entertain shooting guard as well. Either way, because guards are interchangeable. Most guards in today's NBA are interchangeable. You can play guards at both 1 or 2. But that's the most glaring need. And what was this free agency class full of and deep of? Guards. And they all changed teams. You got Kyrie going to Brooklyn. You got Kemba going to Boston. You got Rozier going to Charlotte. You got D'Lo going all the way to Golden State. Like I told people, I knew he wasn't going to the Lakers. Like people, D'Lo going. Why y'all even going after D'Lo? D'Lo going to the Lakers. He's not going to the Lakers. A guy, after watching what happened in both Miami and in Cleveland with the third star, seeing what happened to Chris Bosh and Kevin Love. Chris Bosh was a 20-plus point scorer. Kevin Love was 27, 28 point scorer. After seeing that, a guy who's 22, 23, beginning his first All-Star appearance, is not going to give that up just to go chill with LeBron and be the third star and go from getting 20 points to probably getting 15, 17 points, because LeBron and AD is going to get a majority of the buckets. So, I mean, unless he just strive and just I want to go give me some cheap championships real quick. And you see why KD ended up going to Brooklyn, because hey, sometimes getting cheap championships ain't what it's all cracked up to be. But after seeing that, you're not going to be willing to go to the Lakers just like that. Now, of course, if they're the only people offering the max and stuff like that, that's completely, totally different. But because there's money involved. But you want to make yourself, you only 22, 23, you want to make yourself a star. Now, I know he's going over there Golden State. You like, they got Steph. Well, Clay gonna be Clay gonna be hurt for a minute. Like, Clay not come back until February, March, potentially April, by the time that Clay comes back. And then if Clay comes back, is Clay going to be Clay right off the gate? He's coming off ACL. So he gets time to be in Golden State with, remember, Curry going to get majority cover because Curry is the best shooter of all time. So he's going to be able to he's going to be able to get his. And saying that, you do nothing at the guard position. I know what y'all saying right now. Oh, they got Markelle Fultz. We got Markelle Fultz. Like I said, and I'm gonna keep on driving this home. I'll keep on preaching this to somebody understands it. You bought low on Markelle Fultz. So no matter what Markelle does, you are the benefit of it. If he's an all-star, if he's worth the number one overall pick and the best player in the league, or if he's a complete bust and never plays basketball again, because you didn't give up much to get him. You gave up a first-round pick that you don't even have control of because it's OKC's pick. So no matter what you do, that's okay. It all determines on what the Thunder do, and they got players over there, so they're more likely going to be in the playoffs. It's going to be a low pick. So that pick doesn't really hurt you none. And then also, Jonathan Simmons is a guy you don't really play that much, don't get that many minutes. So in saying all that, it doesn't cost you no much unless you put all your faith in Markelle Fultz. And if you put all your faith in Markelle Fultz and he becomes a bust, then that's detrimental. That's problematic. That's something that can set your franchise back because you passing up on guys. You passing up on draft picks. You passing up on free agent signs because you got Markelle and he's not worth it. That was the things that put your franchise behind. That's why I will operate like Markelle is. We got Markelle, but I'll act like he's not even there. Like he's in a room somewhere. I forgot Markelle's on the team. Because whatever you do, you can always insert Markelle into your offense if Markelle is ready. That just makes the most sense. Like I said, any other off season, you don't really just let a 20 and 12 guy go. I get that. But also, he's a guy that's 28 years old. I know people talk about, well, his numbers are better. His numbers are better than Joker's. Don't just give me empty numbers. Like, don't just throw up some numbers. Like, Clint Capella is one of the 4 guys in the NBA that is 16 and 12 and a half. And other guys is Giannis, Embiid, and I forgot who the other guy was. That doesn't include Kikola or doesn't include Joker. But like Kikola and Joker both were all-stars. Clint Capella wasn't. Because Clint Capella had 16 and 12 and a half. Nikola had 20 and like 12.1, and then Joker had 12 and I think 10.5. So don't just give me numbers. Like I'm just throw you out some numbers just to fit an argument. No. And also, Joker, if you in a vacuum, okay, Nikola's numbers are better than Joker's. Okay, cool. Joker was on the number 2 team in the East. We know what Joker had. Jamal Murray as his point guard. He had a guy who's getting him 18 points. He had another star to help him get to that point. It was just Joker and that was it. He had somebody else. Who's the other guy for Nikola? It's just Nikola. As far as point wise, like it's just Nikola. And again, he's 28. Joker is 24. Joker's 4 years younger than Nikola. And this is his second year averaging 20 because he averaged 20 last year. This is Nikola's career high. So what I'm saying is, I understand the 20-12. You don't want to let that walk out the door, but this is not the situation. It's not the team, especially in a situation with the East. We talk about the NBA. The East is completely wide open. You got Giannis, the Greek Freak, in Milwaukee, and you got Philadelphia, who just got better with Al Horford. You got those two teams on the 2, 1 and 2, interchangeable 1 or 2 in the East, because you got Giannis and you got Embiid and Simmons and Al Horford in Philly. We don't know what Kawhi gonna do. If Kawhi stays in Toronto, then of course you put Toronto in there as well. But if Kawhi goes to the Lakers or the Clippers, the rest of the East is completely wide open. So 2 through 8 is completely wide open. You can't, like, Brooklyn, yeah, they got KD, they got Kyrie. KD's not playing this year, so it's just gonna be Kyrie and those guys. Okay, Boston, they got Kimba. They don't really have a big, so we gonna see exactly. Not saying they're gonna be bad. You just can't pencil them as they're the third best team in the East or the fourth best team in the East. You can't just pencil it in right now. Same thing with Indiana. How Vic gonna come back? But also in that same breath, in that same ilk, Atlanta's got better during the draft. Like, what we gonna see out of Trae Young? They just got Cam Reddish to help with some scoring. Then Miami in the state of Florida, in your backyard in Miami, South Beach. Got Jimmy Buckets. They got Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler, and now they're trying to work out a trade to able to bring Bradley Beal there as well. So you're talking about Jimmy Butler, a team up of potentially Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal. So let's talk about some moves that the Magic can make, because there are some moves that the Magic can make to make this signing be okay. And we're going to start off with that. We're going to start off with the whole Bradley Beal. A lot of people are like, Bradley Beal not going nowhere. They're not about to trade Bradley Beal. Reports are that they are going to offer, the Wizards are going to offer Bradley Beal an extension. Actually, very smart idea, exactly. They're going to offer him extension to see if he will take the extension. If he takes this, I think it's supposed to be a 3-year extension to get him up to over 111 million, or the extension itself might be 111 million. I'm not exactly on the language, but that's the report. They're all trying to offer him an extension. If they do offer him an extension and he accepts it, they know they got Bradley Beal for the foreseeable future. But if he doesn't accept it, they're going to trade him, because they know they don't want to get left high and dry via free agency. So they're going to try to move him. They don't want to do what Charlotte did with Kemba and end up just getting Rozier, because that's a bad. Now, I like Rozier. I wouldn't mind that Magic taking the stab at Rozier, but not no 19 million. I'm not taking Rozier at 19 million. I'm sorry, I'm not. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying about Bradley Beal. Now that they'll try to find a trade partner to try to unload Bradley Beal, knowing that he won't be extending. I mean, if he doesn't extend the contract, so they're going to play for you. Like I said before, I don't care, especially if they are top 5 protected. You can give up first round picks when it comes. Give them. You want 2, 3 first round picks? Cool. As long as they lottery protected or first round protected, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. He's only 26, 25 a night point scorer. Come on. And the deal you can get done is Mozgov and Fournier. The reason why you can, because Mozgov and Fournier contract together is $33 million. Beals is only $27 million, but Mozgov's contract comes off the books. They're going to be looking for cap relief because of that big contract that they gave to John Wall. So they're going to be looking for contract relief, and I think Bradley Beal's under the books for the next 3 years, 2 or 3 years. So they'll be able to free up all their money in the next 2 years, because Mozgov's contract comes off the books next year, and then comes off the books the year before, 2 years after. So they'll be able to get cap space in the future and also get multiple draft picks if you allow draft picks. That's why that deal can make sense, because of the draft picks. It's a sweetener. They get the cap relief next year because Mozgov's contract comes off the books, the expiring contract, and also they get the picks. Another deal is one that people have been talking about since D'Lo got traded, is that Golden State is going to be looking to trade D'Lo. I think they are, but they can't even make a move. They can't even entertain a trade scenario until January 15th. So you have to wait all the way to January 15th to get D'Lo. And maybe that's the Magic plan. Maybe the Magic want to see how Markelle does between October and January. And by January, if Markelle has not played yet or is not looking good, then they could try to make a move and try to bite, depending on what they are in the standards, to make a bite on D'Angelo Russell. Again, same thing. Off of the draft picks. I'm treating both these scenarios and situations the same. I'm offering up as long as they protect the draft picks. In some situations, it might have to only be top 5 protected or top 3 protected. It don't have to always be lottery protected. They can be bad. They can be lottery picks. But as long as they top 3 protected, I'm cool. As long as we don't miss out on the opportunity to get a number 1 overall pick, I'm cool with that. But in saying that those are the only moves right now that I can see that can make this move right here make sense, because in a league where this talent is being spread out, everybody's gotten better. Like Terrence Ross said, everybody's switching up. Everybody making moves except me and Vooch. Which I've been thinking that Terrence Ross was going to be here for a while, because he been going out of his way to post pictures of him in Magic gear. And that's one thing when you play for a team and you every now and again you in the picture and you got on a Magic shirt or a jersey or hat. He been posting pictures of him in Penny jerseys and T-Mac jerseys, Magic hats, and like he been going out of his way, talking about blue and white. He been going out of his way to showcase his Magic fandom. So I knew for a while that the only way the Magic wasn't going to sign Terrence Ross if the Magic didn't offer him anything. That's going to be the only way that Terrence Ross was going to leave, or unless him and LeBron was so tight and LeBron like, hey, come get these chips real quick, bro. Other than that, I knew more likely that he was going to be Orlando Magic. I did not know about Kikola. I was, because I thought that they would try to make a play at point guard. That's one of the reasons why I don't like the draft pick of Chuma. Like, that's my issue. Like, I'm a little bit better on than I was draft night, but this situation right here, like, you didn't get a guard. You didn't draft a guard. Like, ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. You telling me that you're going in DJ Augustine? I like DJ. Me and DJ got the same birthday. Scorpio, baby. Hey, November 10th, baby. Scorpio. Hey, yeah, I'm with it. But he's also older than me as well. Well, he'd be 32 this year. He'll be 32 this November. He'll be 32 this November. That's gonna be your starting point guard. I like the re-signing of Markelle Fultz. I think he a dog. I like him as a backup point guard. I think he a straight dog, gangster with it. But you need somebody to you need help on that guard play. It's just point simple, because everybody else especially in the East, Miami, via the draft with Atlanta, Boston's pretty much the same. Brooklyn's gonna be better when they get KD. Pretty much everybody around you is getting better, and you staying packed. You staying the exact same. I don't like that. I don't like you're staying the exact same. And I know me and the guy was going back for a time. He was saying that this is going to be a 50-win team. He sees his team clicking, gelling at the right time. 50 wins? Well, like, I don't see 50 wins. I ain't going to lie. I don't see, like, a lottery team. I know a lot of people go, back to the lottery. Here we go again. I don't think it's back to the lottery. I do think this team is I still think this team is a playoff team, to be honest. I still think this team can get to the playoffs. But it's not going to be it was a dog fight. It was a dog fight because remember we only was 42-40. I do think we could be like slightly better as far as the cohesion, but I do think that you did not get better. Like as far as like you didn't get better as far as adding talent, and like you stay the same. So you're probably going to be around that same ilk, that 42. 45 wins, like might get 45 wins. I can see that happen, like a 45 win team, but because the East is so spread out and wide open, like you possibly can be a 5 or 6 seed. but it was right there for the taking for you to potentially be the number 3 seed if Kawhi leaves. If Kawhi leaves, it's potentially, like I say, you only got 2 concrete gonna be 1 and 2, and that's Philly and Milwaukee. Everybody else, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are all wide open. I said 2 seed. I meant to say 3 seed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are all wide open. So from 3 to 8 are wide open as far as playoff pools. Anybody can get in there. I think that all those games are going to be. It's going to be one of those years that the A seed and the number 3 seed are going to be separated by 2 games. I think it's going to be that close. I think that those teams are going to be that close because the parity is going to be so stretched out. So why not do what you possibly can to get the advantage? Because we actually matched up well against Philly last year. I don't see that with your front court being your main point of scoring, and that's going to be their strength. Like you're going to have Al Horford. You talked about, oh man, it was Marcus Gasol that was guarding Kikola. That's why Kikola ain't show up in the playoffs. But you got Al Horford at the 4 and Embiid at the 5 in Philly. You got Giannis over there. Giannis is going to guard. Is going to guard Kikola. Nikola's your best option. He's going to guard Kikola. You need some guard play relief. And if Markelle comes back and is worth the number 1 overall pick and it becomes that dude, all bets is off. Then everything is going good. Or if they find a way to be able to move some of these bad contracts. I know that's wishful thinking with the first round picks and stuff like that. But hey, if Bradley Beal turns down the contract offer, they do not want to sit there and look like Charlotte and end up have to lose him or potentially pay somebody $19 million who shouldn't get $19 million like Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier, he might be worth $19 million in the future. He might prove himself to be worth $19 million. I don't see $19 million worth right now. People want to complain and cry about AG's contract. No. 19 out the gate. At least the AG's contract goes down to $16 million his last year. 19 out the gate. For a guy who's not even a starter. At least AG's a starter, but hey. So, but seeing how wide open it is, like you gotta be able to get in that mix. And if they can make it pay for Bradley Beal, or can you sit there and hold serve to January? Because D'Lo cannot get he cannot, due to the NBA trade laws, D'Lo cannot get moved again until January 15th. And there's actually around the time that probably they'll know what Clay will be looking like if he be ready to go. And I can see a move being made. And one thing that will bode well for the Magic is that the Magic are in the East and Golden State is in the West. So, teams like to trade out of conference instead of inter-conference. So that's going to be something that bode well for you because you're one of the teams outside the conference. So they'll be trying, that bodes well for you in the whole D'Lo situation. The Bradley Beal situation could pop up potentially, but Miami's trying to get in the mix because they're trying to pair him up with Jimmy Butler, and because they move Whiteside, they might open up some cap room because they might even take John Wall's bad contract. So they'll take Bradley Beal just to get John Wall off the books. So who knows? Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell, get more videos. I holla.